Good morning and welcome to Black Friday 2019. It's sunny at the moment, but it's been freezing cold this morning. I had to scrape a lot of ice off the van. I'm off down to Snowdonia, but first I'm picking up a lad called Josh Thomas, who's another YouTuber. We're getting together and we're going doing some wild camping and some exploring. We're going down to a place called LLanberis bog store, which was during the 1940s. I did a video about that a while ago, and I'll put a link somewhere in the description or maybe above me, depending where I decide. And so I'll show Joss around, and you can have a look at that. And then we're going to go over across the road to Dinorwic Slate quarry. It's disused now, and we're going to do exploring and hopefully some wild camping up there. So fingers crossed, everything goes all right, the weather rolls out, and let's see what happens with the day.
Right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, this is Joss. How are you doing? Joss has got his own channel. I'll put a link on the bottom of the description. You can follow his channel. Really interesting. Right, this is the first part of our day. We're going up to the old LLanberis bomb store that I did a video on a few months ago, which I'll put a link on somewhere in this video, and you can have a look at that. But I'm going to show Joss around here. Then we're going to go up to the Denorwic, or Denorwic, am I right?
Denorwic quarry, yeah.
Quarry, and Joss is going to show me around there. So come along and have a look at our adventures.
Should be good.
Right, you've seen the first bit of our day adventure down at the LLanberis bomb store, and now Joss over here, he's going to take me up to hello there, hiya. He's going to take me up and have a look around Dinorwic Slate mines and do a bit of wild camping.
By the way, it can be nice.
Fantastic.
There is. I like to rains water and it fills up and down all the time.
Yeah. Wow. The big horse is here. Well, I just come to our camp spot. Must have took me half to 3/4 an hour to get up to the last flight of slate steps. Absolutely knackering, especially with a 15-16 kilo backpack. Doesn't help. Probably heavier than that, but I put a litre and a half of water up back of me as well, so all these things for wild camping and these stunning views, which I'll try and show you now if I can. If not, then you'll see some tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, if it's too dark to film, yeah, it's good.
So yeah, I've set my tent up there. It's all ready and sorted, so we can get round this way. And Joss's tent is there, right on the edge it is. If you have a bit of wind, then off he goes. I'm going to walk in and show you our digs. Well, not literally. Our dining room. Well, you can't see it now, but the beauty of camping wild camp in a quarry or near a quarry, you've got the old quarry buildings. So if the weather gets bad tonight, we can always go into here if that's the case. But I know you can't see, I'll put the light on. Yeah, that's our little setup for tonight regarding cooking and making brews and having some beers. Job's a good one. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Nice, isn't it?
It doesn't taste like it's 6%, does it?
No, it doesn't.
It
It will hit you though if you've not had anything to eat.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Elvis juice. IPAs are just the best. Oh, we're making ourselves a brew after. I'm not sure how much this kettle will hold though. This teapot. It's a little bit worn out, I think. Right, I think it's time for tea. It is now about 6:30. Now, I'm going to try some dry food. It's called Bla Band Mediterranean pasta with chicken. Now, I don't know what the real cost of these are because I got these at £1 a packet. A camp shop was selling them off. Maybe they couldn't sell them or whatever it may be. So I'm going to try this food now. I'll just warm me some water up, and I'll let you know what I think it tastes. But as I said before, is a quid. They're normally about 5 or 6 quid, these things. But I'll let you know what it tastes like. Right, the 10 minutes is up, or whatever it was at first place. Ooh, that looks. You can see inside there. It looks as though it's looks good. Let's give it a taste. See what it tastes like. Oh God, that's really nice, that is. Loads of taste in these little bags. Really, I mean, for a quid it's worth it. I don't know how much they really are, but if I can find a link for these, I'll put them in the link in the description. You can have a look yourself. Right, Nescafe Coconut Instant Coffee, 2-in-1. Coffee, actually it's maybe 3-in-1 this if you think about it. Coffee, milk and coconut in it. And I've had them before, and they're quite nice actually. They don't taste a lot of coconut, but it's still, it looks a bit like a latte as such, but they're quite nice. I'm not sure if you can see that, I don't know if it's in focus, but it's just below 0 degrees. So I knew it was going to be below 0 tonight, between 1 and 2, or -1 and 2 degrees. So hopefully this thing is going to keep me warm. Well, it's just after 11 o'clock at night. Me and Joss are settled in. Separate tents, by the way. And it's down to about -1 on the little thermometer thing. Oh, it's a good night for me, and good night from me. See you in the morning. Good morning. Dawn hasn't broken yet, it's about 7:30. So we've got another probably half an hour before the sun starts to rise. So I've come into our little miner's hut. Got my other lamp on, I'm going to put a brew on, I think. Good morning. Are you alright?
Not too bad, yeah, alright, thanks.
Good.
A little bit of coffee now.
That's some of the writing on the wall from the miners that were here. Joshua pointing out what these words mean. That looks like a zombie miner. Now, I'll probably link to Josh's video we did of that. It's quite interesting. Well, the sun's coming up, but the wind's starting to get a bit blustery. So I was going to fly the drone this morning to have a look at this area from a different perspective, but it's just a bit too windy. I think I'll end up losing it, so it's just not worth flying it. I'll have to come up again when it's a much calmer day. This place is absolutely incredible. It's just as though it was just left here. Well, it has just been left here and started to rot all them years ago. So let's have a walk around the section that we're on, and I'll tell you a little bit of history about Dinorwic Slate quarry.
The Denorwic quarry is a former slate quarry, now home to the Welsh National Slate Museum, located between the villages of LLanberis and Dinorwic in North Wales. It was the second largest slate quarry in Wales, and probably the world, after the Penrhyn quarry near Bethesda, which is the other side of this quarry. The site covers more than 700 acres of Snowdonia National Park and consists of two main quarry sections with 20 galleries in each. The extensive internal tramway systems were used connecting the quarries, using inclines to transport slate between the galleries. The first commercial attempts at slate mining took place in 1787 when a private partnership obtained a lease from the landowner Ashton Smith. In 1809 a new business partnership led by Ashton Smith was formed and the business boomed, especially after the construction of a horse-drawn tramway to Port Dinorwic in 1824. At its peak in the late 19th century, the quarry was producing an annual outcome of 100,000 tonnes of slate. Dinorwic employed more than 3,000 men and was the second largest open cast slate producer in the country. By 1930, employment had dropped to 2,000 men. However, it continued in slate production until 1969. The slate vein in Dinorwic is nearly vertical and lies very close to the surface of the mountain, allowing it to be worked in a series of step galleries, as is evident today. After 170 years of extraction, many of the unsystematically dumped slate waste were beginning to slide into some of the major pit workings, and after an enormous fall in the garret area of the quarry in 1966, production had ceased almost permanently. Due to the result of industrial decline and difficulty in removing the slate, the quarry closed in July of 1969.
As you can see, as always, leave no trace. That's where our tent was yesterday. Nothing there now. Tent's all packed up. I'm using the sticks to get down this one because some of the steps are really dodgy, and I don't fancy falling forward with all that backpack on there. This is where Joss was last night. Again, you can't even tell we've been here. And that's the way it should always be left. Hello. Now, where's your owner? Have you just run off and left him, have you? Eh? Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's the end of the Black Friday deal. 2 for 1. You'll see a little bit of the LLanberis Bob store on this video. I'll put a link to, I did the history about it. If you want to look a bit more into that, and then you can follow that link and have a look at it. And I'd like to say thanks very much to Joss for taking me to Denorwic mines and having a look round. We've only seen a bit of it. There's absolutely stacks to look at here, but you just can't do it in one evening, one day. It takes much longer. But hopefully you like the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.
Hey guys.